SWIC is wearing all black with blue trim. Jefferson wearing white with red trim.
Trinice Greer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Latoya Johnson, Kansas City, Missouri.
Melanie McCray, Winfield, Iowa.
Shalisa Williams, Kansas City, Missouri.
Cherokee Barrett, Kansas City, Missouri.
Danae Beavers, Kokomo, Indiana.
Lindsay Rhodes, St. Genevieve, Missouri.
Danielle Adams, Lisa, Missouri. Diana Voinova, Pernik, Bulgaria.
Dominique Ivory, Indianapolis, Indiana.
As we get set, it is Adams and Taylor at the midcourt circle for the opening tip. Three-man referee crew lets it go, and it is won by Jeffco to Shea Williams as she brings it to the left side wing, dribbles at the top, picks it up, hands off now to Latoya Johnson. She'll run point. Johnson between the circles, 18 on the shot clock as she moves it right side into the corner. Ball fake. Controlling it now is Beavers. Back to Johnson up high. Right wing, Beavers with it. Check that, it's Danielle Adams. And now a three is forced up and good. Latoya Johnson hits the three and Jefferson takes a 3-0 lead. Right down court, Brittany Taylor all alone lays it up and in.
Nobody got back for that Jeffco defense. Taylor ran right down the floor past everybody as soon as that ball was put up and was right behind the defense.
Johnson has it, works it into the corner. Trap there, dribbling out, and the pass goes to the top. It's tipped around and almost stolen. And then foul is called on Jefferson after they turn it over. I'm sorry. Did I get that right? Yes, I did.
Yeah,
okay.
They did turn that ball over. Got a little careless with the basketball was Voinova.
Looks like some of the numbers aren't quite correct as we're trying to go through that real quick. I believe that's Beavers who wears 32. That is Danielle Beavers. She's the one that was called for the foul. Jeffco's called for another foul down in the post as Dominique Ivory gets whistled for the foul. And SWIC with a fresh 30 on the shot clock, inbounds down 3-2.
We mentioned it was a completely different team. Well, numbers two, Ryan, numbers two.
Absolutely. SWIC works it far side, driving in, cut off at the baseline, shot high off the window, no good. Rebound is to Adams, and back come the Lady Vikings with a 1-point lead. Pass to the near side, near travel. Gets it to Williams, now back for Johnson. Johnson up top, calls the play. Trying to get Williams open. She's working underneath on the baseline. Johnson steps up just inside the arc. Jumper misses from 10. Rebound, Adams puts it back up and in. Jefferson up 5-2.
There's that rebound inside presence that they've lacked so much last year. Didn't have anybody, and Adams just cleans up the mess.
SWIC brings it back down. Adams for SWIC works her way in, trying to get around Ivory, and shot is up off the window, no good, but a foul is called on Ivory. And it'll be Adams going to the free throw line. That's 2 personals on Dominique Ivory.
And that's one thing the sophomore had trouble with last year, staying out of foul trouble, Ryan. And again, early on this year, she's going to have to be that anchor, that load that keeps Jeffco in it more mentally than anything else. And those are 2 quick fouls that she cannot afford to get.
Brittany Adams puts the first one in for SWIC. And she'll try to cut the lead to 1 on this next shot. And it is good.
Brittany Adams was one of the guys Coach Emmerich saw in some of those jamborees, Ryan. He said this girl's as good as anybody in the region, or in the area.
Johnson running point again, has it between the circles. They dump it inside, trying to get it to Voinova, and it's tipped away and stolen by SWIC. Blue Storm bring it back down court, have a chance to take the lead on this possession. 3 in the corner, no good. Rebound is to Voinova. Deanna comes away with it. She's actually wearing number 11. She was listed in the program as wearing 32.
Voinova kind of reminds you of Skardinska a little bit from last year.
A little bit of a quicker step, though.
Yeah, a little quicker.
Ball is out of bounds on the near side. 25 on the shot clock as Jeffco inbounds it. Cherokee Barrett gives it at the top for Johnson. Barrett in for the first time. Johnson at the top. Brings it inside the arc, is going to take it to the basket, hangs in the air, missed it. Rebound tipped away, and SWIC comes away with it. Across the timeline is Coggins. Down low, and Taylor gets the bucket and the foul. And SWIC has a chance to increase the lead by 2 as now they take their first advantage of this game.
I believe that foul was called on Williams, and she's not big enough to, when you're inside and Brittany Taylor's on the inside with you, she's not big enough to handle that matchup. She just needs to let her score and not allow her for the three-point play.
And the shot is good, so she completes that three-point play. She's got 5. SWIC leads 7-5 with a little over 17 minutes remaining in the half. Adams down court, gives into the corner, back for Adams in the post, and the foul on the floor. She drew a triple team and is bumped and fouled. That'll be the first personal against SWIC.
Coach Yinger for SWIC, obviously his game plan's simple. If Danielle Adams has the ball, double, triple team her, no matter what.
Johnson inbound for the Lady Vikings. Swings it up top for Adams. Danielle puts it on the floor, works it near side, pulls up from 10, got it.
Oh, that was pretty. That was a nice little dribble drive with a little step back on the from about 15 and just made that look easy.
Ties the game at 7 with 16:57 to go in the half. Adams has 4 of her team's 7 points.
SWIC with a couple of substitutions now.
Over the timeline into the front court is Angelica Ford, guarded by Shea Williams. Ford left wing, dribbles inside the arc, they kick it around into the corner. Jumper from 15 is good. That one buried by Coggins. SWIC breaks the tie and takes a 2-point lead once again at 9-7.
And I like Latoya Johnson right now with the basketball. She really likes to control the ball game.
Long jumper in the corner is too strong. Rebound tipped, controlled by the Blue Storm. Pass down court, intercepted, almost taken away by Williams. She tipped it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by SWIC. It'll be Jeffco ball as they trail by 2.
Both teams have a lot of speed and a lot of athleticism so far, Ryan. And really, it's going to probably come down to who makes the least mistakes. And you know that's so cliche, but it's the first game for Jeffco, the second game for SWIC. SWIC had 37 turnovers in their first matchup and won the ball game. So really, who comes down to who makes the least mistakes?
Barrett gives up top for Danielle Adams. Spots for 3 and buries it. She was 2 feet behind the three-point arc.
That looked like, I don't even know, that was just too easy. She's making this game look easy right now.
She's got 7. Jeffco goes up 10-9. Adams so far just as good as advertised. Taking it to the basket, Goggins, shot rejected, knocked away by Adams and into the cheerleading section.
Do not come in there. She can play outside, she can play inside. And you can hear this crowd just going nuts after that block by Danielle Adams.
Got a good crowd now that has filed in. A lot of the different athletic programs are here to see Jeffco women's hoops for the first time. Here's a 3 on the right wing. A banks in. Falls in good for Brittany Adams of SWIC. And SWIC takes a 12-10 advantage. And there's a reach-in foul called on Southwestern Illinois. It'll be on Brittany Adams, her first personal, team's second.
Quick pace in this one, and I like it. I like how both teams just really running up and down the floor. They're kind of playing each other's game right now, and that usually makes for a good game.
Shea Williams with it near side, drives in, bounced the ball off her leg and out of bounds. Good defense by Southwestern Illinois, forces the turnover, and the Blue Storm with a chance to increase the lead as they lead at 12-10 with 15-19 to go. Going to get a substitution as SWIC makes a change.
They'll bring in Sanette Murphy. And SWIC is also going to use a lot of their players tonight too. Again, they're still running some of their basic packages. Talking to Coach Yinger before the game, he says they're going to run and gun to just kind of keep it up-tempo, a lot of up-tempo because they have a lot of athleticism.
Ball is kicked around and almost a forced turnover by Johnson. The ball is worked ahead. Far side, spotting for 3, just inside the arc, it's a 2. Bucket falls home, that one good for Natasha Hodge, number 32. Down low, Adams draws the foul as she tried to put that low post bucket up and in. doesn't fall, but she will have free throws.
And right now you can see the inexperience really for Jefferson College right now. A lot of freshmen, all freshmen on the floor, which is, you're going to hear that a lot this year. All freshmen on the floor. Anytime Ivory sits, it's going to be all freshmen. As Adams sinks the first one, that's the first Jeffco free throw of the night. But I like what they have here. I like the athleticism and the talent, Ryan, and something that they're definitely going to build on, especially with a good coach like Coach Emmerich.
First bucket is good at the line for Adams. Second one misses. 1 out of 2 hit by Danielle. She's got a team-high 8 points. 14-11, SWIC with the lead. Controlling at the top is Ford. Guarded by Johnson. Ford tries to work it into the post. Ball tipped away and stolen. Down court, Beavers lays it up and in with the left hand and rims out. And Williams comes up with the offensive rebound. She's fouled on the way up. Free throws coming up for Shea Williams.
That's a play you'll see. Last year you would see a player like Barrett finish that play. That'd be a Kinchin or Stone type of a play. A lot of inexperience. They're going to have to learn to finish, but luckily it's the first game of the season.
First shot at the line, no good for Williams. Hitting strong on the back iron. Jeffco down by 3 with 14:29 to go in the first half. And she'll hit 1 of 2. It's her first bucket of the ball game. It's a 2-point lead for Southwestern Illinois. Now running point at the top, number 10, Jessica Kirksey. Ball in the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Jeffco, and they threw it away, trying to save it from going out of bounds. They'll work it to the top to Taylor, and they'll reset the offense. Open 3 left wing. That's no good. Rebound is to Voinova, and then a foul will be committed on SWIC as Johnson got bumped on the far side. And the foul is whistled.
It was a nice hustle there by Trinice Greer in the corner, but she threw that ball. They say never throw the ball underneath the basket. That's what she tried to do, and gave SWIC an opportunity for a second chance point. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize.
Toinette Murphy whistled for that foul. Jeffco trying to work it down low. Instead it goes up top for Voinova, right wing Johnson. Johnson kicks it to the top to Williams, down low. Voinova puts it up off the window, no good. The rebound tipped. Adams had it, then picks it back up, and the bucket's no good underneath, but she is fouled. To the free throw line again is Danielle Adams. They're having a hard time boxing her out. Foul is whistled on number 23, Valerie Lee.
And it seems like they have a very good mix of the inside-outside game right now, Ryan. Something, again, that they didn't have last year. And these girls are only going to get better.
First free throw good for Adams. The next one could tie the score. This will be her 4th free throw attempt already tonight. Jeffco started off the season not ranked in the top 25, nor receiving votes.
And that's not surprising, actually, just because...
Not with 10 freshmen.
You lose everybody but one, and that tends to happen. Now, if it was a player like Kinchin, who you can build around, possibly you receive votes. But Ivory got some playing time towards the end of last season, really improved as the season went on. But she wasn't one of the 3 superstars that they had last year. So it's not surprising at all.
Adams misses the second one. Hits 1 out of 2 on this trip. It's a 1-point lead for SWIC. Kirksey down court with it. Trying to work her way inside the arc. Crosses over, lost the handle, picks it back up. Tries to kick it into the corner. Now it goes up top. Ball fake, stepping inside. Jumper from 12 is no good for Adams of SWIC. And the rebound comes to Jeffco, and it is Danielle Adams running point. Adams on the right side, works it to the basket. The floater's up and no good. They battle for the rebound, comes to the near side, picked up by SWIC. They maintain a 1-point lead. And a traveling violation whistled against SWIC. It'll be against Murphy. The ball goes back to Jeffco.
Coach Emmerich wanted to press. He wanted to pressure them full court. And Murphy got triple teamed right at half court, unable to get the pass away and shuffled her feet.
Lindsay Rhodes is in for the first time, as well as Melanie McCright for the Jeffco Lady Vikings, who trail by a point, 14-13. McCright right side wing beyond the arc. Pass to the top for Rhodes, left wing Johnson. Johnson holds it above her head. Now to Adams at the top. Now to the free throw line. Backs her way out, picks up the dribble, looking for help. Can't find anyone. Finally gives it to Lindsey Rhodes. Rhodes gives it to Johnson, cutting in, and she lays it home with the right hand.
Pretty play there by Jefferson College. A little screen set on the inside, and it really freed up Williams.
Jeffco back on top by a point, 15-14. Ball knocked away, but picked up by Murphy. Left side for Adams for SWIC. Into the corner. Jumper from there from three, no good. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by McCright. She'll hand off to Johnson. Johnson down court, splits the defenders, puts it high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Shea Williams. She will lay it home. Jefferson up by 3.
Good job of getting back after they ran the break there by Jefferson College. Some SWIC players a little late getting back, they got a little lazy, and now Jeffco's got a 3-point advantage.
11 and a half minutes remaining in the first session. Jeffco up 17-14, and there's a reach-in foul against the Lady Vikings. That'll be against LaToya Johnson. That'll be her first and the team's 5th.
Both teams, a lot of fouls right now. 6 for SWIC, 5 for Jeffco.
Typical first game for Jeffco anyway. For SWIC, it's only their second.
And you're going to see these mistakes for the first few games. It's not going to be changed overnight after one game. You look at film and, okay, this is what we did wrong. Now we're going to play perfect. It just doesn't happen like that. Throughout the season, teams are going to get better.
Murphy hands off to Ford, who's now running point. Ford on the right wing had the ball knocked away, and Johnson's going to knock it out of bounds. Almost forced the turnover. 21 on the shot clock. SWIC will inbound right near midcourt.
Boy, LaToya Johnson is sure quick, isn't she?
She's good. Coach said she was something else. She's a very good point guard. She reminds you a lot of CT from last year.
Wears the same number, too. Number 10.
Dribbling in is Adams. Can't find anything. Kicks it out. 3 from the top is good for Angelica Ford. And that ties the game at 17. And Jeffco wants to call a timeout. Coach Emmerich wants to talk it over with the troops. We're tied at 17 with 10:59 to go in the first half. We'll take a break and return in 1 minute here on 1400 KJFF. Back at the Jeffco Fieldhouse here on 1400 KJFF. 17-all is our score between Jefferson and SWIC. And here's a blocking foul called on the floor against Angelica Ford. Johnson was trying to get around her. That'll be the 7th team foul against SWIC, and Johnson goes to the line for a 1-and-1.
And one thing I want to see with a lot of freshmen, a lot of things you don't see in high school, is free throw shooting. That's one thing Jefferson was very good at last year, Ryan. I think they were 70% from the line as a team, which is an unbelievable percentage as a team. I'd like to see if this freshman class, if Coach Emmerich is going to work on that.
That is going to be very, very tough, as we see Johnson missing the first. Missing the front end of the 1-and-1, rebound to Southwestern Illinois. And a traveling call. That passing lane closed up, and a double dribble. Traveling, same thing. 10-10 to play in the half, 17-all. Johnson down court for the Vikings, right side, given to McCright. Looking to get it up top, can't find anyone. McCright drives into the paint, now to Rhodes, and she gets tied up. It'll be a jump ball. SWIC has it on the arrow.
SWIC looks just as athletic and just as quick. But right now, I mean, the game is tied, but the way things are going, Jeffco just seems to be a little bit more deep than SWIC is.
Kirksey has it for SWIC, brings it into the front court. Guarded by Johnson, picks up the dribble. Right side, dangerous pass, almost threw it away, and then there is a out-of-bounds call. Losing her footing was Murphy, stepped on the sideline. Ball back to the Vikings after the turnover.
5 turnovers for Southwestern Illinois College, 6 for Jeffco right now, so something you really did expect to see.
Johnson, great feed underneath for Lindsey Rhodes. She lays it up and in off the right block.
Beautiful vision there by Johnson. LaToya Johnson really controlling the tempo of this basketball game so far.
Lindsey Rhodes, the freshman from St. Genevieve, gets her first bucket of her collegiate career. There's the dump inside. The layup is good off the right block. Putting that one up and in, Brittany Whitworth. Tied at 19. Pass goes to the top for Beavers. Had the ball stripped away and it's stolen. And Murphy down court. Lays it up and in with the right hand. And a hard foul is committed at the same time. Chance for a three-point play as Beavers came in and kind of gave her a bump as she went out.
And again, that's a play that a freshman, a first game of jitters going on right now. Just let her have the bucket. She's 3 steps ahead of you. Just let her take the bucket and make sure you don't commit that foul because now they have a chance to go up by 3.
So now to the free throw line. It is Murphy trying to complete that three-point play. And as she got it to go, it's a 3-point lead for SWIC, 22-19. Johnson has it for Jeffco. Brings it inside the arc and then back out. Guarded closely by Goggins. Johnson takes it in, kicks it into the corner near side. Bounce pass to the top. It was put it right out there, and there's another layup attempt back the other way, missed by Adams, but then Murphy is there to put it back up and in, Taylor. Brittany Taylor cleans up after the miss, and that was another careless pass by Jeffco leading to points.
Nobody got back on defense once again for Jefferson College, and that provided a second chance opportunity.
And now the ball is thrown away, thrown right past Cherokee Barrett and out of bounds. Another Vikings turnover with 8:51 to go in the half. SWIC has a lead of 24-19.
And right now, Latoya Johnson trying to do too much for this Jeffco team. She's got to slow things down and just play within herself. I think she's just trying to run at 100 miles an hour.
Ball loose on the floor, knocked away, and running it down was Johnson. And
I think
it gets tied up, but on the arrow, it's going to be Jeffco ball, and then a timeout taken by SWIC. We'll pause for 30 seconds, 8:42 to go in the half. Southwestern Illinois leads Jefferson 24-19 on KJFF. Southwestern Illinois had the ball and then missed a jumper in the paint and over the back foul called against the Blue Storm. It's Jefferson ball with 8:33 to go. Loose ball foul, so it will not result in free throw attempts, although that is the 8th team foul called against SWIC.
Offensive foul there, so it should not be free throws again, like you said, Ryan. And, I just noticed Danielle Adams came back into the ball game. Immediately, Coach Yinger for SWIC just kind of said, hey, double. Yeah. I guess it will be free throws.
So that's going to give Lindsay Rhodes a chance to go to the charity stripe. She'll be shooting a 1-and-1.
Jeffco just 3 of 6 right now so far from the line also.
Rhodes with 2 points so far on the evening. Her first attempt is good. Chance to cut the lead down to 3 if she hits this. And it rattles through. 8:33 to play in the half. SWIC on top, 24-21.
You have to really like the athleticism from both teams, really. Not just Jeffco, but really SWIC has a lot of athleticism too. Both of these teams, you look at the way they're playing right now and you can see bright futures down the line.
There's a dump inside, goes off the fingertips of Adams and out of bounds. Check that, it was Murphy trying to get the feed from Coggins. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Jeffco. 19 on the shot clock as SWIC will inbound underneath the basket. They set up a screen, left side, open 3, no good. The rebound underneath, controlled by SWIC. Murphy on the left side, crosses over, through the paint. Layup attempt with the left hand is good. Got it to fall home off the window.
Jeffco still having a little bit of trouble rebounding.
Shea Williams was stripped on the way up, trying to drive in, and a blocking foul will be called against Jefferson back the other way. This one will be called against Shea Williams.
Just silly mistakes right now for Jefferson College, and again, something you see, it's going to be a 1-and-1 now for SWIC. Just silly mistakes that they're going to have to get over and kind of learn from and build on, and that's something Coach Emmerich's really going to harp on in practice.
Foul was actually on Trinice Greer, who just got into the game for the first time. Jefferson has played everybody on their roster. Greer, the freshman out of Jennings High School in St. Louis. Free throw attempt is good for Ford. That gives her 4 points on the night. SWIC doing a good job from the line so far.
SWIC 5 of 5 right now from the line. Jeffco just 5 of 9.
17 fouls now against the Lady Vikings. The Lady Storm with 18 fouls as Ford hits both of her free throws. 28-21, a 7-point lead, the largest of the night so far for Southwestern Illinois. And there's a foul as Ford pushes from behind, trying to strip the ball away from Greer.
That'll send Greer to the line now for, I believe that'll be a double. That'll be 2 shots. That'll be 10th team foul.
That's actually the 9th team foul.
Okay, I'm sorry. That is a 1-on-1.
They're kind of quick over here, getting those up there.
Almost like being at a Cardinals game.
Trinice Greer, left-hander, puts it up and can't get it to fall home, and the rebound is controlled momentarily by Jeffco, but trying to save it from going out of bounds was Cherokee Barrett, couldn't do so. Ball goes back to SWIC. Stepped out before she got the ball knocked back in.
Pretty slow-moving first half. Still 7:45 to go. A lot of whistles, though.
A lot of fouls, 16 team fouls on the two combined. 3 in the corner is no good, and there's a foul on Shea Williams. She bumped Whitworth as she took her 3-point attempt. She's going to get 3 shots at the line.
Another mistake there by a Jeffco, one of those Jeffco freshmen, and just they're going to learn. They will learn. And it's going to be a growing process.
There's the first miss of the night for SWIC at the free throw line as Whitworth missed the first one of 3. One more attempt is up and good, and she'll have one more. Right now an 8-point lead for SWIC. They can make it 9 with this next shot.
Shea Williams just checked back into the game for Jeffco.
Jefferson really trying to change things up a little bit. As the free throw's good, Whitworth hits 2 out of 3. 30-21, Southwestern Illinois is on top. Pass into the right corner. Back up top, it's Greer. Greer puts on the floor, has it stripped away, and a foul. Reaching in Ford. And Greer will have free throws once again.
This time it'll be a double. This will be 2 free throws for Greer.
Double bonus time. That's the 3rd foul now against Angelica Ford. Greer's first attempt is no good. She's now 0 for 2 on the night. Lindsay Rhodes is back in, replacing Cherokee Barrett. Trinice has one more coming up. She'll try to cut the lead to 8. And she gets it. 30-22.
Free throws so far, really the difference right now.
Ball into the corner for Whitworth. Dribbles away from pressure. Up top, almost a travel as Murphy tried to make a move to the basket. Stripped and out of bounds. Last touch by Jeffco. 18 on the shot clock. SWIC will re-inbound underneath.
Coach Emmerich wanted to travel there. It looked like a long jump stop there by the guard.
Ball into the near corner for Kirksey. Back to the far side, Whitworth, open 3 on the way, good. Good ball movement by Southwestern Illinois, and they have their largest lead of 11 points. There's a turnover on Jeffco, and then the Vikings commit the foul, trying to get the ball back as Johnson's going to pick up the personal.
Johnson dribbled the ball off of her foot. That's 11 turnovers so far in the first half for Jeffco.
So far, they have not handled the pressure very well, and we're going to get free throws back the other way after the loose ball foul was called against Johnson. That's her second, team 9th. Shooting the free throws will be Jessica Kirksey. SWIC has very good balanced scoring so far. Jefferson not as much. Rhodes is going to come out of the game. Into the contest is Cherokee Barrett. And we're going to get a timeout before the free throws. We'll take a 1-minute break as it's a full timeout. Jefferson down 33-22 to SWIC with 6:55 to go in the half on KJFF. Back from the timeout, Kirksey's first free throw attempt is good. Her next attempt is up, and that's good as well.
10 of 11. SWIC almost perfect from the line right now. Jeffco just 6 of 12. That's been one of the biggest differences. But then SWIC has really cut down on the turnovers here. Started off a little rough for them, but they only have 5, and Jeffco's got 11.
Adams for 3, right wing. That one's off the mark. Rebound tipped up top. Greer pulls up, and her short jumper's no good. Rebound to Adams of SWIC. Dribbling through pressure down the left sideline now. Into the front court. To Whitworth. Spots for 3. Missed it. SWIC gets the offensive rebound. The kick out. Open 3 from the top for Murphy. Rims out, no good. And the rebound is saved momentarily by SWIC, but into the arms of Danielle Adams. Down court for Shea Williams. Tries to get it to Greer and overshot her. Off her fingertips and out of bounds. Another Jeffco turnover. Trailing by 13 points, the ball goes back to SWIC with 6:12 to play in the half.
They really just got to slow things down. They're trying to do too much, trying to outrun everybody. They're outrunning themselves. And they just have to try and set up the offense, get down court and set up the offense.
Jefferson College trailing in their season opener to Southwestern Illinois. And there's a turnover as the ball was dribbled off one of the SWIC players' legs. Down court, layup for Danae Beavers is good. That's her first bucket of the game. And then Jeffco's called for a foul on the inbounds play.
That was
Greer trying to make something happen.
That looked a little cheap there. I don't know if it was maybe a little bit of a touch foul there. You got to remember, this is also one of the first games for the referees too, so they're still trying to get back in the swing of things as well.
Definitely, you're right about that. It's a work in progress in all facets. First free throw attempt, no good for Murphy. Second one is good. She hits 1 of 2. 36-24. Southwestern Illinois with the lead. Johnson on the left side wing. Gives it to Greer. Greer dribbles up top to Shea Williams. She's going to shoot for 3. Too strong, and the rebound right into the arms of SWIC. That one hauled in by Megan Dooley. Murphy, great pass in traffic. Baseline jumper no good by Brittany Taylor, and the rebound to Jeffco. Johnson's going to take it all the way to the basket. Layup attempt is good.
Nice penetration by LaToya Johnson, just able to split the defense, and nobody was in the middle helping out for SWIC.
Lead is cut to 10 with 5:07 to go in the half. 36-26. Murphy between the circles, guarded by Johnson. Crosses over, lost the handle, picks it back up, looking for help, finds Taylor, goes back to Murphy. Pass to Dooley, far side. They dump it in. Adams backs her way in. Shot's too strong, and the rebound is to Adams of Jeffco. Johnson with it down court. Splits the defenders up with the left hand. No good on the layup. Hit the bottom of the rim, and back comes SWIC. In transition, 3-on-2. Pass underneath through the legs of Taylor, and out of bounds. Goes right through her arms. Turnover on SWIC. Jefferson now with the ball with 4:32 to go in the half.
Let's see if Jefferson can go on a little bit of a run here before the end of the first half and try and cut this lead down to maybe 2 or 3 points.
No matter what, you'd like to have it in single digits by the half. Right now they are down by 10, but there's a lot of time to go in the first half with 4.5 minutes remaining.
Let's see that. I'd like to see them try and set up something, set up a play. Never mind.
There's a 3 right wing. That one's no good. The rebound is to SWIC. A nice save. SWIC brings it down court. Coggins on the left wing. Gives to Murphy driving in, and that shot's no good. Rebound Danielle Adams. Back comes Jeffco. Johnson's going to take it strong to the basket, high off the backboard. No good on the shot, but she is fouled. Free throws coming up for the freshman LaToya Johnson.
And that was good to see there because it was actually a 2-on-4. SWIC had 4 defenders back for 2 Jeffco players, and I almost thought Johnson should have just backed it out and just let the rest of the team catch up, but luckily she was fouled.
Johnson at the charity stripe. She's 0 for 1 on the night from free throw land, and she missed the first one. 4:01 remaining in the half. Jefferson down 10. Johnson's next attempt coming up. trying to cut it to a single-digit deficit, and she does. 36-27. Kirksey with it on the right wing. Dribbles inside the arc, is going to go all the way to the basket, called for traveling, took steps. Jefferson forces the turnover, and they get the ball back, trying to cut into that 9-point deficit.
Megan Dooley checks back into the game for for SWIC.
I think they've played everybody on their roster tonight as well.
Again, not really surprising to see. You get a lot of the conditioning factor. The girls aren't as conditioned as they will be later on in the season either, so you want to rotate players in, keep them fresh.
Beavers with it. Danae backs it out beyond 3. Now to Johnson up high. Johnson puts it on the floor. Hands off to Beavers. Spots for 3. Left it short, and the rebound tipped around. And Greer has it. Layup attempt on her way to the basket. No good. She's fouled. And Greer will have free throws. Fouls are really piling up for both teams.
They may have to play everybody. Everybody might foul out the way this game's going.
Danae Murphy is called for her 3rd. And I believe she'll be on her way out after this first attempt by Greer, which is good.
This will be Jeffco's 16th free throw attempt of the first half. SWIC's attempt at 13.
Next one by the lefty is good. She hits both of them on this trip. She's got 3 overall for the game. Jefferson cuts the lead to 7. Coggins left wing, hands off. Dribbling to the basket, layup attempt is no good. They'll wave it off. Foul, offensive foul. Taking the charge, Danielle Adams. And the foul whistled against Murphy.
Good job on the inside.
That's
by
her
Adams.
4th. She stayed in the game even after picking up her 3rd foul. I thought they were going to replace her, but that was not the case, and now she's called for her 4th.
And Coach Younger just kind of yelling at her, saying just kind of float it up there with a little finger roll. Don't go right after him.
Beavers going to spot for the open 3. This one will pinball through, and good. Danae Beavers with her first 3-point attempt. She missed a couple shots earlier from there, but that one falls in, and Jeffco down by just 4.
This is the run you'd like to see them go on.
Whitworth in trouble in the corner left side. Can't find a teammate to dish it to. Finally gives it to Kirksey. Kicks it to the top. Here's a short jumper put up off the window. That pinballs through. Good. Valerie Lee gets that one to fall. First bucket in some time for SWIC. Beavers in the corner for another 3. That one good. Great feed from Johnson. And another 3-pointer. Back-to-back 3s for Danae Beavers.
This is that type of run, Ryan, that you wanted to see if they're capable of doing that. You knew with the athleticism they had the capability. You just wanted to see them do it. It's good to see them doing it already and cutting this lead now to 3. And we still got 2.5 minutes to go in the first half.
38-35, SWIC with the advantage, but Jeffco's on a roll right now. Coggins gives right side. There's a 3 that falls in. That's an unorthodox shot, but Valerie Lee buries it. She's hit back-to-back buckets for SWIC. Here's an answer jumper from the top, no good by Johnson. Rebound is to the Blue Storm, and then a travel is called against Southwestern Illinois.
That last shot by Johnson was not a very good shot. Coming down the floor, set up the offense. You're the point guard, kind of set things up. But she just kind of ran, stopped, and popped it from 20 feet. Not a good shot.
Johnson inbounds underneath for the Vikings. They trail by 6. They'll bring it up top for Beavers. She'll hand off to Greer in the right corner. Now dribbles in traffic and back to the top. Trying to find Adams or Johnson. Finally gets it to Latoya. Latoya, far side, wing. Hands off now to Beavers. She's going to head to the basket. Puts it up, short on the front rim, and the rebound comes down to SWIC and then gets tied up. Good job by Beavers to get back in there, and on the possession arrow, Jeffco will keep it.
Good hustle there by Beavers. Kind of fell over and tripped a little bit over her own 2 feet as she pulled that shot up, and good to see her get back on the defensive aspect.
Johnson, dangerous pass to the top for Greer. She kicks it into the corner. Beavers for another 3. Missed that one. Rebound Whitworth. SWIC works it ahead with 1.5 minutes remaining in the first half. To the basket is Adams, no good. Rebound is to Danielle Adams. You got Brittany Adams for SWIC, Danielle Adams for Jeffco. Johnson to the rim, and she's fouled on the way up. She will go to the free throw line.
She was very lucky to be fouled there. She was almost underneath the basket.
An almost impossible angle.
She is lightning quick, though.
Foul is called on Hodge. That's her first. Second, actually, on Hodge. Johnson to the free throw line. She's got 8 points in the first half. First one pinballs through. Good. One more coming up. Minute 20 remaining. Jefferson trying to bring the deficit to 4. And the free throw's no good. Rebound is to Adams of SWIC. Coggins works it ahead. Whitworth, quick three left wing. Missed that one, and the rebound is up high to Johnson. Johnson spins, brings it down court. Pass ahead is knocked out of bounds. Nobody touched it. Well, went off of Jeffco. Turnover back to SWIC with a minute and 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Lots of turnovers, 9 for SWIC, 13 for Jeffco. How did SWIC win a ball game with 37 turnovers? That's what I want to know.
Because they played a JV squad at a 4-year institution, that's why. McKendree JV. Between the circles, Coggins is going to take it all the way to the basket and try to dish a little lay-in, actually a pass, kind of a little floater pass to Adams. It goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. Jeffco ball, and a timeout, full timeout, is going to be taken by Coach Emmerich. Jefferson down 41-36 with 45 seconds remaining in the half. We're back in 1 minute on KJFF. 45 seconds remaining, Jefferson down by 5, 41-36 to Southwestern Illinois. Coach Emmerich wants to set up a good play, which could be their last possession of the half. Trying to cut into that lead just a little bit more. Johnson at the top, dribbling with the left hand and the right hand. Hands off to Williams, near side wing. She'll bounce the pass to Beavers. Dangerous pass to the far side, tipped out of bounds by SWIC.
13 on the shot clock, so look for Jeffco if they get the offensive rebound, possibly to kick it out and wait for the last shot of the half.
Greer is going to inbound to Johnson. Johnson gets a pick set, pulls up from a short jumper, misses from 8 feet. SWIC the rebound with 20 seconds left. Down the right side, driving baseline, shot's no good, and the putback also no good by Kirksey. 12 seconds left. Jeffco can now hold for the final shot. Johnson up high. He's going to take it to the basket, and the layup is no good, and the rebound is SWIC. Outlet pass for Kirksey, no shot before the buzzer. And Southwestern Illinois will go into the break, leading 41-36 over Jefferson. And now that we've reached halftime, we will step aside for 2 minutes and return to the Jeffco Fieldhouse after this on KJFF.
You may not know their names, but the students who are helped through a Jefferson College Foundation scholarship carry thanks in their hearts. It's for the kindness that our contributors have shown. Make a difference in their tomorrows.
Education, the great equalizer. It doesn't just mean you get more knowledge, it means you improve your quality of life.
Give to the Jefferson College Foundation today.
And we begin the second half on 1400 KJFF with Jefferson College down 41-36 to the Lady Blue Storm of Southwestern Illinois College. Already back on the floor are the SWIC starting 5, same 5 that began the game. Coggins, Whitworth, Kirksey, Adams, and Taylor. And Jefferson counters with their same 5 starters as well. Williams, Johnson, Beavers, Ivory, and Adams.
It'll be really interesting to see how Jeffco comes out here in the second half. See how they respond to their first full half of basketball.
Into the front court is Coggins. Almost stolen. Now it is taken away by Danielle Adams. She's all alone back the opposite end. Lays it up and in with the right hand. Good start for Jeffco.
Very good start for Jefferson College.
Adams leads all scorers with 11. Coggins lost the handle, picks it back up, works the pass near side for Whitworth. Now to Taylor, up top for Adams, right side wing, beyond the arc. Kirksey. Kirksey dribbles right down in the middle of the floor. The running layup is good. Bounced it off the back iron, went right up in the air and through the cylinder. Down court, Beavers tries to answer. She can't get it to fall. SWIC comes back the other way. Leading at 43-38. Whitworth to the rim, kicks it out. Adams for 3, pinballs it through, and SWIC goes on top 46-38.
Jeffco should set up a play. Coach Emmerich's going to call a 30-second timeout here, but Jeffco just needs to relax, come on out as they had a pretty good opportunity. Beavers got back behind the SWIC defense after that first basket made by Southwestern Illinois College and just unable to finish on the play. But again, just need to relax. Down by 8, still plenty of time to go. Only a minute 2 gone in this second half, so still got plenty of time to run your offense and just. I haven't really seen them try and run any basic plays. I mean, just trying to, I haven't seen them run any screens or set any screens, and that's something Coach Emmerich might want to just think about, just to settle them down a little bit.
No question. 46-38, SWIC with the lead. They inbound it to Johnson. Latoya backs it out near the mid-circle. Comes to the near side. Now to Beavers left wing. Beavers to Danielle Adams up high. Adams dribbles inside the arc, spins, pulls up from 8 and buries it. 13 points for Danielle Adams. Jefferson pulls to within 6. Here's Taylor answering the other way. Nice little crossover, lays it up with the left hand. Johnson back with it for Jeffco. Drives right baseline, and the shot rolls home.
What a pretty move there by Johnson, and up and under. I didn't think she was going to get that one over the defender, only being 5'6", but nice move.
Brittany Adams gives up top for Coggins. Coggins backs it out. 18 on the shot clock. Coggins on the right wing. Into the corner for Whitworth. Back for Coggins. 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass, near side for Taylor. Spots for 3, missed it. Whitworth the rebound. She'll back it out, and they'll reset. Kirksey dumps it inside, turn around. Abrams had her shot rejected by Adams of Jeffco. One Adams has her shot blocked by the other Adams. SWIC still has possession, 25 on the shot.
Such a presence on the inside, too. But she can play on the outside, can play on the inside. She's such a big physical presence.
Here's Whitworth, forced 3 from the top, no good. Rebound, Dominic Ivory had it stripped away. SWIC resets, 3 in the corner for Brittany Adams, that's no good. Rebound again up high. And again, down low that goes for SWIC. Adams takes it to the basket, kick out, Whitworth wide open 3 left wing, got it.
Too many opportunities right now for Southwestern. That was a lazy rebound by Dominique Ivory. She didn't try and grab it with 2 hands. Could have easily had that rebound, and Coach Emmerich really yelling at her right now because that was more of a lazy play, and that's not Jeffco basketball. We saw Ivory hustle a lot last year. That's unlike her.
Having some problems with the rebounding as well. Too many second chance, second, third, maybe even a 4th chance perhaps on that possession for Southwestern Illinois, and they finish it with a 3, and they go up by 9. Johnson dribbles to the left side, inside the arc, is going to take it to the basket. Shot partially blocked on the way there. Taylor picks up the loose ball.
That one was forced by Johnson.
Kirksey, right down the middle of the floor. Right-handed layup is high off the glass and through. Kirksey with 6 points. SWIC goes up by double figures, 53-42. Hot start to the second half for Southwestern Illinois. Johnson, right side, Thought about taking it to the basket. Instead, pass goes to Greer on the wing. Greer starts to take it to the hoop, and a foul beforehand on her way there. First foul of the second half against Southwestern Illinois. Lindsay Rhodes comes into the game. The foul whistled against Coggins, her first. She might be the only player that has seen minutes tonight that just picked up her first foul. I'm sure everybody else already had a couple. Here's a steal in the inbounds play, and a rejection by Danielle Adams, knocking it away from Coggins. Boy, that is the epitome of not in my house.
And unfortunately, Danielle Adams really upset the rest of her team because they didn't get back on defense. She blocked that shot and starts telling the team, get back on defense, quit being lazy, get back and hustle. That's something you like to see out of her because you know she's going to become a leader on this team.
And a 5-second violation against SWIC. Coggins couldn't find anybody open, and they turn it over back to Jefferson. Let's see if that block and now the forced turnover is going to generate some offense for Jeffco.
Give them a little spark right now.
Johnson brings it right side. They tried a little give and go, but couldn't get the ball down low to Voinova. Johnson now is going to pull up from 15 on the right side. Pinballs that one through. She's got 13 points. Jefferson brings the deficit into single figures again. 53-44. Whitworth between the circles. Dribbles inside the arc, kick out on the baseline for Taylor. Pass to the top for Kirksey, and she traveled.
Didn't quite have the handle on the basketball there, and she kind of took off without really controlling the ball.
Jefferson forces another turnover, trying to get the result of points back the other way. Johnson for the Lady Vikings has it at the top. Comes right side. Skip pass underneath. Voinova wide open. She's fouled on the way to the basket. Couldn't get the shot to go home. Just a little bit slow on the catch and put up. She is fouled by Brittany Taylor.
And though Latoya Johnson, this is her first game as a collegiate athlete, so the nerves have got to be there, but you've really seen some good things. She has great court vision and she has great quickness, and that's something, the turnovers and the mistakes are going to be cut down as the season goes on, but that's something that she is going to get so much better at. But with that kind of court vision and that kind of speed and athleticism, you could see why Coach Emmerich thinks she's such a special player.
Voinova will hit 1 of 2 at the line. Brings the lead, the deficit, I should say, down to 8, 53-45, 15-40 to play. There's a near takeaway, and the 3 at the top for Coggins. Pinball's out, no good. They battle for the rebound, and SWIC's got it. Voinova just couldn't haul that one in. Another 3 in the corner, that's no good. Rebound Danielle Adams, kick out to Johnson. It's a 3-on-3. Voinova underneath, lays it high off the glass, no good. Rebound to SWIC. And a blocking foul against Jeffco as Beavers gets run over. She tried to step in front and take a charge to no avail.
And it's not as if SWIC has a size advantage over Jefferson College. Jeffco is just not boxing out on the rebound.
Yes.
They cannot box out right now, and that's
the little things.
And those are something that, again, freshman first game, nerves, but that's something that's really inexcusable. Boxing out is a hustle play.
Driving in, here's a pull-up jumper by Adams for SWIC. That's no good. Danielle Adams with the rebound. Pass ahead for Beavers, and the ball is loose. Last touch by Beavers as it goes out of bounds on the far side. Back to SWIC. 53-45, Southwestern Illinois with the lead. SWIC inbounds, and the ball is going to go through the arms of Coggins and out of bounds. Turnover on SWIC gives it right back to the Lady Vikings.
Right underneath the basket as well. And that was made by Latoya Johnson, who was really kind of pressuring on the inbound, and SWIC getting a little lazy there.
She was being a little pest, no question. And it worked. Here's Voinova, wide open underneath. Nobody picked her up. Wide open lay-in. Voinova with her first field goal, and the lead is down to 6.
Whitworth lost Voinova in the shuffle there. Voinova slipped right underneath the basket. Good feed on the inside.
Driving in, right side, Adams backs her way in on Voinova and scores it. She just took control, and Jeffco will try to look for the answer after the easy bucket for Brittany Adams. Right side, Shea Williams, her shot no good, and a foul underneath on the rebound attempt. And that'll be on Voinova. Deanna will pick up her first personal of the night. 55-47, 8-point lead for SWIC. They have the ball. Both teams with 2 team fouls in the second half. Jefferson with a little bit of pressure. They work it ahead. They get through it. Coggins in the middle between the circles. Spins, goes to the right side, gives to Adams in the wing, into the corner. Ball's given to Kirksey. Kirksey finally puts it on the floor. A little give and go. Back to Adams driving in. Shot rejected by Danielle Adams. Another block for Danielle. Johnson in transition. Now is going to slow it down. Into the corner. Shea Williams right side. Skip pass to the top. Greer is going to take it in. She's fouling her way to the basket. Shot will be on the floor. Or foul on the floor. No shots at the line.
One thing SWIC has done a great job of is keeping the ball outside of the low post. Voinova and Adams, anytime they try to set up on the low post, SWIC has always had help, and that's something they've done a very good job. Not a lot of inside points in the paint for Jefferson College.
Johnson inbound to Voinova, left wing. Gives at the top for Greer. Greer now hands off to Johnson. Johnson between the circles, backs it out with 20 on the shot clock. Shea Williams gets the pass left side. On the wing, beyond the arc. Gets away from pressure, now takes it to the basket. Foul before the shot.
Good quickness there by Shea Williams.
Now Shea Williams and her sister are just track studs. They were both state champions in different events in track, and they are amazing. They are very, very quick. Unfortunately, Trelisa is out for the season with the knee injury, but Shea, who's identical, by the way, is just as athletic. Voinova gets the pass wide open underneath and scores the lay-in. Jefferson brings the lead back to 6 again.
Coach Yanger wondering who's playing defense underneath the basket right now.
There's another block shot by Danielle Adams. Driving in, Kirksey couldn't get it to fall. Greer tries to get the pass to Johnson. The ball tipped away. SWIC has a wide open layup the other way. Kirksey puts it up and in. Jefferson again just not controlling the basketball well enough.
Still an 8-point lead and plenty of time to go.
Here's Johnson going to the hoop, and her shot rejected away. Out of bounds, and will remain with Jeffco, 18 on the shot clock.
So far, you've really seen some things you expected to see in terms of sloppiness, but at the same time, you've seen some of the things why Coach Emmerich is really excited about the potential for this team.
Definitely. Pass goes to the top for Shea Williams. She'll hand off on the right side wing. Down low to Adams, backs her way in, left block, shot partially blocked, picks up her own loose ball, and then can't get the shot to fall home, but fouled on the play. 2 shots coming up for Danielle Adams at the charity stripe. That's already 5 team fouls on SWIC in the second half.
Only 5 team fouls, and they I'm sorry, you said already.
Already.
I thought you said only 5 team fouls. I thought you were kind of being sarcastic there because of that crazy first half we had.
First free throw is good for Danielle Adams. She'll have one more attempt coming up. Lindsay Rhodes in for Jeffco, replacing Voinova. She gave the team a nice spark. Deanna Voinova scored all 5 of her points in the game just in that last stretch when she got in for a couple minutes. Adams missed the second free throw, rebound to SWIC. Jeffco is down by 7, with 12 and a half to go in the game. And here is a turnover as Ford dribbled it off her leg and goes into the backcourt. Over at back violation, it's Jefferson ball. They have a chance to cut the deficit down even more.
5 turnovers now for SWIC here in the second half.
Shea Williams on the right wing beyond the arc. Takes it towards the basket, hangs in the air, shot's no good. Rebound underneath, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by SWIC, remains with Jeffco. Johnson will trigger.
A lot of these Jeffco players trying to drive it inside and trying to commit fouls. SWIC doing a good job of playing solid defense and not committing the foul, but still making it a very difficult shot.
Johnson will inbound it. Trying to get it to Adams, but can't. Instead goes to Williams. Back to Johnson left side in the corner. Johnson puts it on the floor, moves it up to the wing. Now middle of the floor between the circles, 20 on the shot clock. Adams gets the lob pass in the right corner. 15 on the shot. She backs her way in, and her shot no good, but she is fouled. It looks like Taylor got a piece of her. That might be the fourth, I believe, on Brittany Taylor. It is. Danielle Adams to the free throw line. She's got a game-high 14 points. Trying to cut into that 7-point deficit. First free throw is good.
And Coach Emmerich, he knows towards as this season progresses on, Danielle Adams is going to be the one that this team looks towards when they need a run, when they need a big basket. She's going to be the one, and you like to see her kind of take that leadership responsibility.
She hits both of her shots on this trip to the line. She's got 16. Jefferson down by just 5. Under 12 minutes to play. Coggins had the ball picked away by Danielle Adams. Down the other way, she will lay it up off the window and good, and Jefferson pulls to within 3. Sometimes the game just comes so easy to certain people, and you can tell it's like that for Danielle Adams.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost another turnover there for SWIC.
SWIC has not been protecting the ball very well in the second half as Whitworth forces a 3, and the shot is good, and then a foul is called away from the basket. Underneath, away from the shot. So I think the 3 will count, and then an offensive foul will be called. A loose ball foul, I should say. Will be called against SWIC.
It'll be on Lindsay Rhodes. It's still Jeffco basketball, and it won't be any shots or anything. The basket counts, like you said, Ryan, and it's still Jeffco basketball, but a foul, I believe, is charged to Lindsay Rhodes.
It's on SWIC, actually. It's on Lindsay Rhodes plays for Jeffco.
No, I believe they did call that on Jeffco.
No, they did not.
Oh, you're right. I saw the referee pointing to Lindsay Rhodes thinking it was on her.
It's on Valerie Lee. That's her 3rd.
Oh, Rhodes was going to be shooting. That's what I saw. I saw the referee pointing, going, you.
Okay. It's a work in progress. It's our first hoops game of the season. We got to pick it up pretty quick because it's going to be here in full force before we know it. So.
No kidding. Football ends and basketball starts right up.
Rhodes hits the first free throw. She's given the team a nice effort off the bench so far. She's got 5. The freshman from St. Jen will put up her next attempt. High arcing jumper is no good. It rims out. And they battle for the rebound underneath, and it's going to be tied up. Jump ball on the arrow. It'll stay with Jeffco.
Good hustle there on the inside. I can't tell who that was. It looked like Cherokee Barrett on the inside there. Great job just getting underneath 4 SWIC defenders and coming up with that loose ball tie-up.
Johnson inbounding, lobs it to Shea Williams. Now near side wing to Barrett. And the paint trying to get it to Adams on the lob pass and overshot her. Turnover Jeffco. SWIC gets it with a 5-point lead, a little over 11 minutes left in the game.
One thing you're not seeing Jeffco do on offense like they normally do is move around. A lot of standing still. That's something Coach Emmerich hates to see.
Dump inside. Double teamed as Adams is trying to get out of trouble, and they're going to say jump ball. On the arrow, it'll stay with SWIC with 10:57 to play. Good job defensively by Jeffco to get Brittany Adams in some trouble. Pass goes to the right side. Driving in is Murphy. Can't hit the shot. Rebound Lindsay Rhodes. Dribbles out. Gives now to Johnson. Ahead to Shea Williams. Makes her move to the basket. Shot rejected. Picked back up by Coggins. Back comes SWIC. No numbers for Coggins. And she gets tied up. Instead, a foul. Instead of foul on Jefferson, it might be on Danielle Adams for reaching in. And it will be. That's her first foul.
Just a good hustle play there. She's a little frustrated with that call. She's playing a whale of a ball game, though.
Absolutely. SWIC leads by 5, and the inbounds pass tipped away, but run down by Adams for SWIC. Here's a kick out to the top for Murphy. Drives in, pulls up from 12. Can't get it to go, and they battle for the rebound. And it comes to SWIC and then a reach in on Jeffco.
And that was 3 Jeffco players battling for the same rebound. And that's the cohesive unit. They don't have that quite yet either because, again, this is their first game, and none of these girls have ever played with each other. Maybe some AAU basketball, but never played in a Jeffco uniform and never played on a consistent basis. So that's something they're going to have to work with to kind of realize, hey, we're all on the same team here. Let's just, three of us go up, let's have one of us get it.
Rebounding has certainly hurt tonight for Jeffco, especially given SWIC too many second chance opportunities. And here's a foul.
That'll be on.
Ball was stripped away as looks like Barrett's going to pick that one up. That'll be her first. McCrite's back in for Jefferson, coming in for the first time since the first half. Whitworth in trouble, hands off to Murphy. Murphy pulls up from 15, can't get the shot to go, rebound Johnson. Latoya Johnson down court. It's going to split the defenders, go all the way to the basket, layup no good, but she's fouled. Free throws coming up for the freshman Latoya Johnson.
Lightning quick, wow. She just took a little sidestep and almost did an and one type of a move right on the inside.
This foul will be against Brittany Adams for SWIC, her third. That's 8 team fouls on Southwestern Illinois. The free throw is good for Johnson. Makes it a 4-point game. We've been stuck at 60-55 for a while, but no more. One more attempt coming up for Johnson, and it is good. That one rolls in. She's got 15. 60-57. Jeffco now down by just 3. Inbound to Brittany Adams, back to Murphy, and she'll bring it over the timeline. Murphy in there with 4 fouls. Murphy trying to get some room, driving right side, no penetration there, so she kicks it out. Kirksey with it, now it's Whitworth into the corner. And the top inside. Adams trying to get it around Rhodes, can't hit the shot. The ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Jeffco. Remains with SWIC.
Good job of defense there by Lindsey Rhodes. Really frustrating Brittany Adams when she got that basketball.
Hodge inbounding for SWIC. Adams drives in, triple teamed, gets it back over to Hodge. She'll take the jumper, buries it from 16.
And there's a player down for SWIC right now.
It's Adams who's down as we see Johnson take it all the way to the basket. Layup is good. 62-59, and now time is called for the injury.
Adams will limp off, or she's going to try.
Trying to get up under her own strength.
I'm not really sure the way she's over, kind of hunched over right now and almost in a squatting position, but can't really tell what's wrong. It's one of her legs. Looks like her left leg, maybe ankle.
Maybe a knee. You hate to see that.
Yeah.
Trainer for Jeffco is coming over to help.
She's having a lot of trouble putting pressure on that leg.
She is going to head off the court herself on her own power, which is a good sign.
Hope she's okay.
9:33 to play in the second half. Jefferson down 62-59. SWIC basketball after the bucket by Johnson. Ford over the timeline. Gives to Whitworth at the top. Near side, wide open, Murphy. Three-pointer on the way, good. Trinae Murphy now with 9 points. Back the other way, Lindsey Rhodes puts that one up off the window, no good, but she is fouled. Free throws coming up for Lindsey Rhodes.
That's the 9th team foul, which is huge right now with 9-12. Jeffco trailing by 6, Ryan. And now anytime Jeffco gets fouled, they have 2 shots at the free throw line, so that's going to be huge down the stretch.
Valerie Lee's called for the foul. That's 4 on her. First free throw by Rhodes is no good.
Got to convert them, though.
65-59. SWIC with the lead, 9:12 to play. Rhodes with another attempt coming up. It is up and rims out, no good. And rebound is to Coggins. Rhodes can't hit either of them on that trip. Deficit remains at 6. Here's Whitworth for a 3 in the right corner. Pinball's out, and the rebound came to Ivory. She lost it, but picked up by Johnson. Pass ahead for Shea Williams. She can't hit the shot, driving in the right side. Picked up the loose ball and lays it home. That's just determination there for Shea Williams. She's got 5, and the lead is down to 4. Hodge on the left wing, gives up top for Coggins. Right wing, Murphy dribbles inside the arc, and the ball is poked away and called for traveling and up and down. It will be Jefferson ball with 8:31 to play, and they're down by just 4.
Coach Emmerich giving Danielle Adams a little bit of a break here, seeing if Jeffco can make a run just down by 4. So maybe cut this to a 1-possession ball game on this possession. Johnson into the front court. Lost the handle for a moment, and the reach-in foul will be called against SWIC. Ford tried to steal that one away. For Angelica Ford, that's 4 on her. Now it's a 2-shot foul. There are 4 players with 4 personal fouls for SWIC. It's still plenty of time to go. 8:23 to go. Brittany Adams, Brittany Taylor, Angelica Ford, and Tonae Murphy, all with 4 personal fouls each. Free throw good for Johnson. She's got 18. Ties her with Danielle Adams for a game high. This could make it a 2-point ball game. Jeffco hasn't been this close in a while. And there we go. Johnson hit it, the second one as well. 65-62, SWIC with a 2-point lead, 8:23 to go. Anybody's game from here on out, no question. Whitworth over the timeline and called for a carry. Wow, that's huge. That is huge. Jeffco can tie it or take the lead on this possession on just a careless mistake by Whitworth. You got to figure that Jeffco is probably in better shape right now because SWIC's got 4 players with 4 personal fouls. They have very little room for error. Absolutely. And Jeffco seems to have gotten some things worked out a little bit. Nice give and go as Danielle Adams finds Dominique Ivory wide open underneath. She drew the double team and that left Dominique wide open. First bucket for Ivory. Ties the game at 65. And a reach-in foul called against Danielle Adams as she tried to strip the ball away, poke it out of the hands of Murphy, and she gets called for a second foul. And Coach Emmerich wanting to know why that referee called that foul because he was the furthest away from the plate and had the worst angle of any of the 3. Coach Emmerich wanting to know why that foul was called. Coggins at the top, trying to get away from Johnson, brings it near side, 3-point attempt, no good by Kirksey, rebound underneath. Whitworth has it for SWIC, and they call a timeout. Full timeout will be taken by Southwestern Illinois. We're tied at 65, 7:35 to play. Back in 1 minute on KJFF. Tied at 65 with 7.5 minutes to play. Jefferson College women's basketball in their season opener taking on Southwestern Illinois. And here's a turnover off the leg of Tonae Murphy and out of bounds. Another turnover on SWIC, and Jefferson gets it with a chance to get their first lead since very early on. And Danielle Adams, just such a big body, hard to get around, and then she's so quick. She's a lot quicker than her size indicates. Dominique Ivory pulls up, a jumper in the paint is good, hits it from 8 feet. Jefferson has their first lead. Ivory has scored the last 2 buckets for Jeffco. Back the other way, here's an answer by Kirksey. She quickly ties it up as she takes it all the way to the basket. Nobody gets back once again for Jefferson College. Something that's really inexcusable. Hustle is all that takes. Tied up at 65. Johnson on the right wing beyond the arc, lobs it in the paint for Adams. Back around it goes. 3-pointer for Johnson. Pinball's out. The rebound is to Cherokee Barrett, and a foul is called. Or is it a tie-up? They called a jump ball on that. It looked like Barrett had that cleanly. Well, Jefferson will keep it on the arrow.
They will get a fresh 30 on the shot clock as well.
That was only the second three-point attempt Jeffco's taken in the second half, Ryan, as opposed to 10 in the first half.
Adams tries to get it on the pass up top. Pass worked ahead, underneath for Ford, blocked away by Adams. Loose ball picked up by Shea Williams. Back come the Lady Vikings. Johnson's going to go all the way to the basket. She's fouled on the way there. She'll go to the free throw line.
This crowd is into it. Danielle Adams is hyped. That's 5 blocks for Danielle Adams in this ball game. She is taking over.
It's tied up at 67, and LaToya Johnson will try to give Jeffco another lead. This will be free throw attempts 9 and 10 for her tonight. And the first one is no good. Johnson with a game-high 19 points. Danielle Adams right behind her with 18. Next effort on the way, good. She hits 1 of 2. Jefferson with a 1-point lead of 68-67. Whitworth brings it down court, near side for Coggins. Forced 3, no good. Adams the rebound for the Lady Vikings. And she throws the ball away, tried to force the issue a little bit too much.
Brittany Adams back in the game. That's good to see.
Absolutely. I was just about to say that. She had the ball there for a moment. Here's Kirksey taking it all the way to the basket. Nice lay-in in traffic. Got that one to fall in. Back up by a point is SWIC at 69-68. Shea Williams in the right wing. Up top for Ivory. Lobs it in for Danielle Adams. Layup no good, but she is fouled. Free throws coming up for Danielle Adams. Chance to give Jefferson the lead back. That foul is the 5th on Tanae Murphy. She is gone. She fouls out with 9 points.
And Ryan, this is where it's probably going to come down to is free throws, and you just wonder if Jeffco can hit those down the stretch because they've really struggled all game long thus far. They're just 20 of 37, 21 of 37 now on the night.
Adams with another attempt. She hit the first one to tie the game. This one will be for the lead. Greer is back in, replacing Cherokee Barrett. And Adams hits them both. She's got 20. Jefferson up 70-69. And down court, keeping a good job by Adams to keep the dribble alive, as she was kind of tripped up as she tried to get around Danielle Adams for Jeffco. Timeout called. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll just leave it here. 5:36 to play. Jefferson up by a point.
Well, as good as advertised, I'd say that.
She's got to be close to a double-double, and she might be awfully close to a triple-double.
I think she's got the double-double. She's got the double-double.
She's got the rebounds and points. We know that. She's got at least 6 or 7 blocked shots tonight. She could get a triple before it's said and done.
But let's talk about LaToya Johnson as well. She's really stepped up huge as well. She's almost got, I think she's got 19 points on the night. And I mean, just.
She's got 20 as well.
She's got 20 as well. So that tandem, and then you have some great supporting players. This team is only going to get better.
Here's a jumper taken by Taylor, and she got the friendly bounce and rolls back through. Good. And it's a 1-point lead now for SWIC. Taylor has 11 points. Johnson on the right wing, beyond the arc. Gives to Williams in the corner. Shea looking to dump it inside for Adams. SWIC taking that away. Williams picks up the dribble finally, gives to Johnson. Kick out left side. Greer dribbles inside the arc, then backs it up. He's going to pull up for the long 2. It pinballs out, no good. Big rebound for Taylor. SWIC with a 1-point lead and the basketball with under 5 to go. They work it into the corner. 3-pointer on the way for Kirksey, no good. Rebound is to Shea Williams, and a foul is called on SWIC. It looks like
that'll be on
Kirksey trying too hard to get her own missed shot, and she pushed Shea Williams when she had position.
Again, coming down to free throws, Jeffco in the double bonus since about 8 minutes to go. So They have to hit their free throws if they want to win this game.
And Shea Williams is 1 for 2 on the night at the charity stripe. Her first attempt is no good. Now the best she can do is tie it. This team certainly does not shoot free throws like last year.
No, absolutely not.
And she will miss them both. Crashing the boards was Ivory. Kept the ball alive to Greer. Now Johnson on the right wing. At the top, Shea Williams, left wing beyond the arc to Ivory at the free throw line. Underneath for Danielle Adams. Double team, tries to pass out, does so to Greer. 15 on the shot clock as Johnson has it at the top. To Greer, right wing. Johnson in the corner right side with 8 on the shot. They lob it in for Adams. Gets it underneath. Layup is good.
Man, and Johnson didn't make that pass easy either. They're double and triple teaming Adams when she doesn't even have the basketball.
Shea Williams called for a blocking foul the other way for Jefferson. That'll be the 7th team foul on Jeffco. 1-1 at the line for Brittany Adams of SWIC with 4:10 to play. That's the 4th foul on Shea Williams. Brittany Adams at the line tonight's 2 for 2.
Ryan, that's the first free throw attempt of the second half right there for SWIC.
This one will try to give SWIC the lead. Right now it's not at 72, then the shot's no good. Rebound is to Taylor, or Ivory I should say. Now Johnson with it. Almost a turnover by Jeffco as the ball was thrown to Danielle Adams. She didn't see it coming. It hit her on the hip. Timeout taken by Jeffco. Coach Emmerich wants to talk it over. 4:02 to play. Jefferson and SWIC are tied at 72. We're back in 1 minute on 1400 KJF. Tied at 72 with under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Jefferson College and SWIC in a battle. Pass into the low post intended for Dominique Ivory is picked off. That passing lane closed quickly. SWIC forces the turnover. And they have it with 3:40 to play. Coggins between the circles. Coggins moves to the right side wing to Kirksey, back to Coggins. Now in the paint for Adams, backing her way in. Shot high off the glass, no good. Got that one to go, couldn't get it to go, I should say, over Beavers. But Jeffco comes away with the board. Here's Shea Williams. Shot in the corner, no good. They battle for the rebound. It's out of bounds. Last touch by SWIC. It'll be Jefferson ball and a fresh 30 on the shot clock. Jefferson perhaps fortunate after that quick shot by Shea Williams.
Not a good shot. Nobody back on to crash the boards there for Jeffco. And that's, again, something that they'll learn. But Coach Emmerich knows the team's not fully ready to run the full
Adams
offense.
for 3. Can't get that one to fall, and it'll go out of bounds. And back to SWIC. They set up for a three-pointer from the top for Danielle Adams. Let it go, a little bit off balance. Couldn't get it to fall. Missing it off to the right. So now with 3 minutes to go, SWIC with the ball. Over the timeline, down into the corner for Whitworth, back near side for Taylor. Taylor trying to get it in the low post for Adams, backing her way in on Ivory. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound Jeffco. Johnson left wing. Crosses over, splits the defenders to the basket. Layup attempt no good. Rebound Dominique Ivory. Can't get it to go, but there's Adams to clean up.
Now you see the rebounding there for Jefferson College. Great effort by Dominique Ivory, that first board. And the second one just kind of came down to Danielle Adams.
Jefferson with the lead of 74-72 to the basket. Kirksey, shots no good. She got her own rebound. Dangerous pass to the top, but Adams has it. Now to Whitworth, and a timeout will be taken by SWIC with 2:17 to play. We'll have 25 on the shot clock when we resume from the timeout, and it is a full timeout. We'll take another 1 minute break. Jefferson leads, but only by 2, 74-72 on KJFF. SWIC inbounds with 2:17 to play in this one. Jefferson leads it by 2. It's been a back and forth affair, although the Vikings have trailed throughout most of this game. Here is Kirksey trying to take it to the basket. The ball is knocked out of bounds. Kirksey falls to the floor. No foul, but SWIC will maintain possession, now 15 on the shot clock. Coggins will inbound. Near corner, Hodge open for three, that's off the mark. They crash the boards, the ball's loose in the corner, picked up by Whitworth. Pass goes to the top for Kirksey. She's on the right wing, now middle of the floor. Guarded closely by Williams. Double teamed, and Williams forces the turnover. Gives to Beavers, cutting in, and the layup by Barrett's no good. Got her own rebound and gets tied up. And on the possession arrow, it'll be SWIC basketball with 1:44 to play.
3-on-2 there for Jeffco, and they weren't able to slow things down and just kind of make sure the open person got the shot, and Barrett just tried to take it up strong.
Into the front court is Kirksey. Kirksey dribbles behind the back, trying to get around Johnson in the paint. Shot rejected partially by Dominique Ivory. Back come the Vikings. Ahead for Danielle Adams, left wing. Dumps it underneath. Ivory, shot off the window, no good. They crash the boards. Shea Williams comes away with a loose ball. Jeffco resets. They're going to run some time off with a little over a minute remaining, and they have a 2-point lead.
Get yourself a good shot here and try to get this to be a 2-possession ball game.
Adams with it up high. 1 minute remaining, 15 on the shot clock. Adams taking it towards the basket. Lays it up, no good, but fouled. Free throws coming up for Danielle Adams.
She can expect that kind of treatment a little bit late in the ball game when she starts facing some of these region teams. She got fouled hard there to the ground. And she can start to expect that kind of treatment, especially when she's going to be the person that's going to have the ball late in the ball game.
57.8 seconds left. It is Adams to the free throw line, shooting 2. And it was Brittany Adams who picked up the foul, her 4th, and the first free throw by Danielle Adams is good. This will be her 11th free throw attempt of the night. And she got it. It's a 4-point lead for Jefferson. Timeout will be taken on the floor. Full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break. Jefferson trying to hang on. They lead 76-72 on KJEF. SWIC has the basketball as we return for the timeout. 50 seconds remaining. Jefferson leads it by 4. Coggins to Whitworth up high. Into the right corner. Hodge for 3. Got it to go with 40 seconds left. And that cuts the lead to 1. Big 3-point bucket for Hodge. Now it's Johnson on the left wing, beyond the arc. 30 seconds remaining, 19 on the shot clock. Johnson backs it out.
Ideal here would be to run the shot clock down to about 5 and get yourself a basket. That would be ideal, but the first open shot, take it.
Adams had the ball stripped away. It's loose and picked up by SWIC. And is there going to be a foul in the play? Or was there a timeout call?
I believe there was a timeout call, a full timeout on SWIC, for SWIC.
So SWIC calls the timeout. It's full timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. Bring it back here. Jefferson trying to hang on. 15 ticks left. Jefferson by 1 here on KJEF. Jefferson College trying to hang on. It's going to be SWIC basketball with 15.4 seconds left. They will wave off the shot clock. And SWIC with a chance to win this one as they trail by just a point. Down the court, Kirksey. Kirksey will hand off to Coggins with 8 seconds. Now with 7. Coggins to the basket. Layup attempt, rims out, no good. Got her own rebound, threw up the shot. Jefferson gets the rebound. They hang on and win it. Danielle Adams got the rebound with time expiring and threw the outlet pass down court to Shea Williams. Ball game over. Jefferson wins it by 1.
What a victory. What a last play. As I thought Coggins had that second chance, and it looked like she might have gotten fouled, but a referee's probably not going to call that. Great job, great defense, and a huge win. You know that has to give Jeffco a lot of confidence with all these young players facing a pretty darn good SWIC basketball team. And SWIC, you give them a lot of credit tonight too, because they showed up to play and played a heck of a ball game. 2
very even halves of basketball. SWIC led at the half by 5, 41-36. Jefferson outscores them in the second half, 40-34, and the Lady Vikings win it 76-75.